don't replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Hey.
The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints.
All right, now can you hear me through the stream?
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started.
Like, hello,
and
hello.
off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Hey, you got a mic, nigga? Hey, if you got a mic, bro, I feel bad for you. Cause I'm finna talk my shit. Nah, this fat nigga got in the way. All right, I'm muting my shit through the mic. I'm muting my.
There as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right there, 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
Well, after watching that throw and catch on that corner route, you just have to know they put some time in working on it, haven't they?
Practice makes perfect. Worked out well there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, it's Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun, steps away to his left, looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Shotgun now for Brees. Flush to his right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So here we go on 4th down with Brees. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. Right there, 54 Mike.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brees. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Rolling to his left. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, Breeze. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how we conclude this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Throwing on second and long. Breeze throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that takes us from second to third down.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now, Breeze again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, now Breeze. On the move to his left. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Breeze to throw. forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Jackson now off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Breeze now to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Don't be scared.
dangerous breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 4. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing, the special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it through your practice, through your teaching, and understand, expect to get the block. And once we do, this is how we respond.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Ingram again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 30.